G'day guys, welcome back. I'm redoing that jungle pour, as I said I would. I've still got it, I didn't scrape it. This is just another pre-used canvas. I have made more black, double the amount of black to white this time. And I didn't make my white so thin this time either. So let's try that again. 65% glue, 35% water. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, you can please watch the previous video. I had a little vent on the last video, so I feel much better. Thanks for listening. Made myself a coffee, pulled up my big girl pants, and I'm going again. Oh, that was a bit hot. That burned. Okay, silicone oil here. The treadmill silicone oil by Spot On. I get this through eBay. It costs a lot of money to get into Australia. It's about $65 for a bottle, but you know, that'll last you a year. Depends how much pouring you do, maybe even longer. So don't feel bad about spending the money on the right products for the right job. So just 2 in that little cup, 3 in this one. These 2 I'll do 4 because they've got more in them. So I've made more of the yellow, more of the rust, although it, oh, that had 5. Although the rust to me looks more of a burgundy, so I don't know. It's really hard to match colours that other people have done. You know, it looks different to what you see on your TV screen. I do love Karen's videos. There's not many people that I watch their videos on YouTube, but as soon as I get a notification from certain people, I don't watch. I'll wait till I get home from work, make myself a coffee, sit down with the dogs, put on the big screen TV, and I'll watch it. Like, I won't watch it at work on the little phone screen. I've got to wait until I get home. So just a couple of people, or maybe a few, a handful of people that I watch their videos on a regular basis. You know, I watch other videos, but on a regular basis that I subscribe to, and can't wait to get home and see what they've done. Okay, Naples yellow is this one. Now that is just my cool yellow with some white and some flesh tint. It's like a beige colour. I don't know if that's the correct Naples yellow or not, but I like it. And I've got some black, some white. They're all the global paints today. The brown, I've changed that up. I've gone for a darker brown than the last one. I'm using the burnt umber. The last one I think I used, oh, what was it called? Burnt sienna, the last one. And I'm just going with the darker one this time. And this red here, I call it mid-red. It's a mix of cool red and warm red, which are global colours, but it's kind of a fire engine letterbox red. And I only got a tiny bit of that. So mixed that up and then poured most of it into that cup and added some black to it to get that rusty sort of a colour. But I still think it's more of a burgundy, but it'll do. All right, let me make sure I've mixed everything properly. Okay, right, let's do this. Black, and a good amount of black. And then the rust. Good amount of rust. I don't know if I try and use a little bit more, I think, at the end maybe. Split the yellow because I'll use the yellow twice. So half the yellow now and half at the end. So my layers are bigger in this cup. Normally I would do, I don't know, probably 3 or 4 layers in this size cup. There's my white. Oh, go on, you can all go in. You can all of you can go in. But yeah, doing bigger layers today. I want to see if I can keep my block colours so that they don't blend too much, because I'm going to put the lip of the cup through the painting, through the puddle, I should say. Now, some black, because I want the grey. Lots of black. I want more black this time. I didn't get enough last time. A little bit of this red. And I'm going to mix it with a bit of this as well, because chicken had too much of that bright red last time. And finish off with the yellow. So I've still got a little bit of paint left in my cups. And I may use that just for the corners if I don't have enough, because this is a relatively big canvas in comparison to the amount of paint that's in the cup. That's all that will hold. So I've got a little bit of black left, a little bit of brown left, a little bit of the rust left if I need it. This is a 30 centimetre by 40 centimetre canvas, which is a 12 by 16 inch. I'm not even going to attempt to flip that over because it's so big. But I will drag it down and then take the lip of the cup through and make a bit of a pattern. Hopefully I won't get that awful white scaly thing that I got last time. So I've pretty much only got one layer of each. I've got 2 layers of the black and 2 layers of that rust and 2 layers of the yellow. Hopefully that'll be pretty. I haven't got my overhead, my big spotlight on today. Does that look better? Worse? I don't know. Okay, let's do this. Oh, look, I've still got that white happening. Why? I don't know why that's happening. Bizarre. See the scales? Don't know why that's happening. I wonder if it's got something to do with the white and the black next to each other. It's not really going grey, it's just they're staying separate. Don't know. That's just weird. And I made it thicker so that I wouldn't get that. Now this area here is going to be a problem. So let's cover that half of the canvas first, and then I'll torch. Don't need to really worry about losing cells at the moment because you ain't got any. Well, not really. Why does it do that? It's so frustrating. Trying to disguise it a little bit. Don't want to lose that red there. Just going to do that because I don't want to lose that little bit there. Oh dear. I'm going to have to try a different brand of white because I don't know what this white is doing lately. And I hardly had any white in that. One little layer, and look at it all. Okay, let me torch, see what I can salvage. slightly thicker mix this time. It's taking a little bit longer for the oil to go down through the paint and to bring the silicone up to the surface. Bring the paint with it. I like that big black dark section there, that's pretty. Wish I had more of that. Trying to get some cells up here through this yellow. They're coming, it's just slow. So if I had to get too close now, I would get caterpillars because that mix is really quite thick. See, they're coming there, just a very, very light little torching, not too much heat. If I got too close here, I'd get the caterpillars for sure. Just keep the torch up nice and high. Keep going round, don't concentrate the heat in one spot for too long. Trying to get some cells up through all this white lacing. It's just bizarre the white's doing that. Look at the lacing. It's really, really odd. Okay, I think I'll leave it like that. We'll leave some background, not totally cover it in cells. I guess maybe I've got too much yellow this time. I really wanted grey. I might actually have to mix up a grey because my black and my white are just not mixing to give me a grey. Hold on to these push pins under here. And as I usually do when I do my, even when I do my bigger canvases, my flip and drags, I'll walk the paint back and forth, back and forth. Let's pop a little bit of black there. And let's pour a little bit of black here as well. See, this is why it's good to have a little bit of paint left over. And I like the block colours. You don't always have to have lots of cells. There's no reason why you can't have some blocks of colour. Especially I think in this particular style where it's so busy. You know, you've got lines and background and cells and lacing and you name it, I got it. Now I'm happy with that. I don't want to lose the black and that bit of red and the bit of yellow. That needs to balance. Otherwise it'd just be all black down there. So I don't want to lose that. But I do need to try and stretch my cells out a little bit more. So let's move over this way. That side bit can go. And I think I'll get rid of some of that white. There's a lot of white. Oh no, there goes my red. Come back. That's all right. I've saved a little bit of red just there. Too much paint. Too much paint for this little canvas. 500 would have done it. 500 grams. Okay, well, I like it better than the first one. Still don't love it. It's not dark and moody like I wanted it to be. Still got a lot of yellow. Obviously my yellow really takes over. I need to cut back on the yellow. I'm going to keep doing this, you guys, until I get it right because this is annoying me, this colour scheme. and these the white in there. I mean, it doesn't look too bad now. It just looks like a block of white. Global's white was the new batch that came in. It was kind of making clouds, and you can see how it's doing this. I said to them, you should market that as a cloud maker. But you can see how it made the scales, and now it's making these clouds here rather than cells. So how about I try with this again? I'm just going to see if I can get some cells through this black. How about I try this again and I use a different brand of white. And maybe pop in a little bit of grey. And see how that goes. got a tiny bit of grey just there, but that's about it. Just trying to work on my composition here. I just think it's got too much yellow, but then if I tip off that yellow, I'm going to lose all that grey. Maybe it's the black that I've got too much of down there. I'm just going to leave it. It's okay. It's okay. I wish I had more blocks of black. Don't know. Try again. The coffee's getting cold. I'll show you. It's over there. I'll show you the one that I did before this one, and we'll see what the difference is with me cutting down on the white. Although, hey, this white has just gone crazy. Look at it all. You wouldn't know that I cut down on the white for this pour, would you? I need some rust for down there. So don't be afraid of using a block colour in your painting, to fill in some of your spaces. I think it adds quite a nice little touch. Izzy, no. Neighbours behind us, I think they're having a bit of a get together today because there's been a lot of people walking down our side driveway. They're on a battle axe block, which means they've got a long driveway next to our driveway and their house is behind us. And there's been cars pulling up and people walking down. There's a window just there next to me and I can see them walking down the driveway next to me. So, let's be having a bit of a party today. Oops, there's some more. Oh, they're wearing, ladies are wearing those the hats and things. Like they're going to the races. Oh, look at that. There's a big gap there. I'm just going to put some black on that and be done with it. And then I'm going to take you down for a close-up. Hope my head wasn't just in the frame. I'm just spending the day painting today, so I haven't washed my hair. I'm not going anywhere. I haven't washed my hair. I'll wash it tomorrow. Okay. For balance, I just wish that there was more black like up here, just to balance that. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know whether this lines and things my thing, but we shall see. Oh, I was going to show you the other one. Let me put my gloves back on. I'll put them side by side. And then you can see what you think. Put that one there. I'm going to get the other one. There you go. Still got a lot of yellow, haven't I? I don't know that I've done a lot better actually. Maybe a little bit. This orangey red's toned down on this one. I've got more black on this one. The white's still doing my head in. There's a lot of yellow. I think the cells are probably better in this one. Thinner mix. This was thinner mix. They've got beautiful rings around them. Haven't got as many rings. If you have a look at my cells, see that I haven't got as many rings. Could also be my layering. This has got more layer. This has only just got the one layer. This had more layers. And you can see here, see none of these cells, there's one. These don't have rings. They don't have rings, they don't have rings. Not a lot of rings there. Whereas here, rings around, they pretty much all got rings around them. See, multicoloured. More layering will give you more rings of colour. Let's take you down. Move my grubby gloves out of the way. Yeah, so if you want lots of pretty rings around your cells, make sure you try and get lots of layers, because as the paint comes through, the oil comes through to the surface, comes through all those different layers of paint, it brings up the different colours with it in the silicone oil, and that's what gives you the rings. So if you're not doing many layers, you're not going to get the rings. See there? Haven't got the rings around. It's still pretty, but I do prefer the multi-ringed cells. There's that weird lacing happening. And sort of the cloud effect is trying to happen over there with the white. Okay, so it's the white that's a problem. I'm going to have to, for this particular technique, the white doesn't like it. So I'm going to have to go with a different brand and try again. There's some more lacing over there. You can see the difference in the cells. They've got the rings around them. Well, there you go. That's taught you something, hasn't it? How to get multi-ringed cells. So the one on the left was a slightly thinner mix and more layers, and the one on the right, slightly thicker mix and less layers. So there you go. All right, thanks for watching. I'm gonna go again and do another one. See you soon. Bye for now.